Hello and welcome to Sport Tonight. I'm Cecilia Omogbe. On the show tonight, we just have 15 minutes to talk about sports this evening. And of course, we're starting off with cricket. The cricket tour has been going around the world. And of course, towards the turn of Nigeria. And it's touring about 3 African countries, Nigeria, South Africa, and Uganda. It was in Abuja on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, it arrived in Lagos. A fun fair. It was all about celebrations for the trophy arriving in Nigeria. And of course, you know who brought that trophy, who led the tour, happens to be Eddie Fwamba, who is a South African. I mean, he's the International Cricket Federation tour manager. He brought the trophy down to Lagos, and this took place at the cricket oval of the Tafawa Balewa Square right here in Lagos. A lot of dignitaries around, and of course you have school children. About 400 of them were there to actually see the cricket coming, the cricket trophy coming to Nigeria. And of course you could see tradition. You know, Nigeria had to put something different for this one to ensure that those traveling with the trophy enjoy the culture and tradition of a Nigerian culture. And of course, after that, the International Cricket Federation tour manager has something to say. The reason why it's in Nigeria, despite the fact that Nigeria has never participated at the OD Cricket World Cup, but this time around they're bringing it here to just inspire more people to understand that yes, cricket is a big sport across the world, and also inspire the younger generation to see how they can continue to have hope that someday they might just be on hand to not just participate at the Cricket World Cup, but also have the opportunity, maybe lift it up, because this year's 2023 Cricket World Cup will be taking place in India. Let's take a listen to him.
Well, Nigeria is a country that's been developing the game quite nicely and at a high rate, and we see the growth happening of cricket in Nigeria. So we believe that having a trophy tour only comes to enhance the work that the Nigerian Cricket Federation is doing in bringing the game to more and more Nigerians. So the trophy tour just helps us get this to amplifies the work that Nigerian Cricket Federation is doing. What we're doing when you bring the trophy, even though Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, you're part of the ICC family, you're part of the cricket family, and so why not experience a bit of the World Cup and hopefully inspire young kids to play the game of cricket and push Nigeria towards the World Cup. Already the under-19 cricket Nigerian team have made it to a World Cup, so why not aim for the senior ones to do so? What the Nigerian Cricket Federation have been doing in terms of developing the game at school level and taking fruit. Already you're reaping the rewards when the under-19 team makes it to the World Cup. So furthermore investment from everybody, from government, from corporates, from the public, Nigerian public, only amplifies the work that's already been done. Us coming here are looking to support the work the Nigerian Cricket Federation are doing, whether it be sharing knowledge in terms of how to develop players and high performance players, or whether it be just how to push the structure of the cricket organization to further heights. So that's what ICC is here to do, to help support the work that Nigerian Cricket Federation is doing. And little by little, Nigeria will get to the point where they're competitive. Already we're seeing great stride. Like I keep mentioning the under-19 team. That is a big stride towards having a competitive senior team.
All right, that's him talking about the reason why he had to bring it here. But then the president of Nigeria Cricket Federation, Uyakpata, also talking about the strategic partnership they're actually making with South Africa to ensure that the growth of cricket will be at elite level. Yes, they started with the grassroots level where they're taking the sport to school, but this time around, growing it to that elite level where Nigeria will have a chance to be at the World Cup is one of the strategies he's actually working on. And the only way to do that, he's partnering with South Africa because he understands how big cricket is in South Africa. And not just that, having trained about 400 kids, they're aspiring to take it up to 5,000 from 2 years' time. I mean, when you know what they're actually doing at the grassroots level, you understand how big this is for Nigerian cricket players having to really see the World Cup trophy coming to Nigeria.
We know that at the strategic level, ICC is looking to promote the game of cricket ball globally. So there's a significant growth objective. Aligned with that, Nigeria has been identified as one of those countries where those initiatives can quickly yield results. So for us, first to be identified by ICC as one of the 3 countries in Africa for this tour of visits to take place is just a testament to what we've done in the past. 2 back-to-back awards as it relates to the developmental aspects of the game, global awards we've received. In Birmingham, we got the Cricket for Good initiative, and just last year, this year in Durban, we got because of our initiative in terms of promoting the game of cricket among girls. So Zamfara State, where we are achieved, we reached out to over 20,000 female players. So those developmental aspects and promotion of the game of cricket are arguably as important as our laurels on the pitch. So now the excitement of these young kids, 400 of them here to see this, in some cases once in a lifetime event. We are lucky to have had it consecutively in terms of the World Cup, so this is really outstanding for us. The grand entrance and the celebrations just to receive the trophy here, I was teasing them. I said, okay, so this is just to receive the trophy, you are not part of what will happen when you actually win. I said we will shut down the whole of Lagos. So we are looking towards how we continue to improve in that direction, and believe you me, we are strategically placed. We are not far off. In the course of this week or so, we're going to be having discussions on strategic partnerships with Cricket South Africa, how they can support us in terms of player placements and all the. It's going to be, I mean, what we are looking at is no quick fix. If we wanted quick fixes, we'll go to the UK and Australia to look for Nigerians to play for us and go straight to the World Cup. But it's a pathway in terms of sustainable development. So some of the people that we've seen at the youth level, under 19 level, and rest are part of this sustainable agenda for us. And I want to predict that at least in the next 4 years, we will see ourselves at least when playing the T20 competition. The pathway is there, we've seen it. It's just for us to work our way through that pathway.
Little by little, cricket is making big waves in Nigeria. You can see the celebrations that actually accompany the trophy too. We didn't see that whenever football trophy comes to Nigeria, yes. But we've seen something cricket is doing differently. And of course, they're not focusing on thinking of how to get international players, but they want whoever's going to be competing at the World Cup, the players they want to use will be homegrown talent. That's also another takeaway from what the Cricket Federation is doing in Nigeria. Let's leave cricket and, of course, talk football. Benin Insurance, know what they did. They went to Algeria and, of course, were able to get into the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup. Yes, they will be facing champions, back-to-back champions, AS Bekane of Morocco. But the governor had to welcome them to the State House on their return to Nigeria. And, of course, all the promises he said he made to them, obviously, he fulfilled it last night. But we don't know how much it is. But according to some of the players, we're actually happy with what they got. And, of course, these heroes welcome because of their success at that Federation Cup, progressing into the second round at the prelim stages. Let's take a listen. Remember how it ended? Ended goalless at full time, went to penalties. Benin Insurance winning 4-3 against the Algerian side. Let's take a listen to the coach of the team, Monday Odige, and also the governor of Edo State, Gordon Obaseki, talking about how victorious and what this team did to put Nigeria on the map. Now we have two clubs on the continent. Of course, you have Rivers United. They got a bye into the second round, and of course, Benin Insurance in the CAF Confederation Cup. But in the CAF Champions League, Eimba and Remo Stars, they are out. But we still have two on the continent in the second tier of the African Continental Championships. Let's take a listen to them.
We are very grateful to you, and we are thankful to you for the support you have given to the team since you came. And the boys will continue to give him their very best to justify the huge investment and attention you have given to this team. We pray God continues to lead us, to make us appreciate and be able to come out with good performance just like we have done.
Let me thank you, my boys, for making us really, really proud. You gave me your word, and you kept your word. We want to thank God for your victory. Just like your coach, chairman, and your technical advisor have said, it's a long road ahead, but you have shown from this first outing that you are, up to the task. What you need is encouragement from us, the owners of the club, and I just want you to know that as long as I'm sitting on this seat, I will be there for you to support you. We will do everything to bring out the best in you, because we just believe in you. I mean, you are good, that is the truth. And I'm sure I speak for all Edo people. And prayers for you, and they will come out and support you on the 16th, just like they did the last time when you played your first match. For the coach and technical advisors, the team, the officials of the team, I want to thank you and say, look, we're really glad we have people like you who have, who are just taking this assignment very, very responsibly, and you're treating this team like your own. You've always given all all you've got to this team, and you see it's beginning to show up. So I want to encourage you that this is a time to give even more to these boys and to the team.
Yeah, that game ended 1-1 aggregates, and of course went to penalties 4-3 for Insurance to get into the next round of the CAF Confederation Cup. Yes, it's time to talk about the English Premier League, precisely the PFA Players Awards, and it was all about Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, of course, when you have a player who is so sure of himself that he was going to win this, no surprise, I mean, Premier League Player of the Year, all the awards. When it comes to the Premier League last season, he claimed that. When he came to the Professional Players Award, of course, he also won the Player of the Year award. And for Bukayo Saka, after a while, I mean, he has been nominated, this is the 4th time he was nominated as Young Player of the Year, and finally he won it. So after winning it, I believe the next time he will be the Player of the Year itself, talking about Professional Footballers Association Player Award. And of course, Lauren James there, you saw her, she broke the internet at the FIFA Women's World Cup when she stepped on the butt of Michelle Alozie at the FIFA Women's World Cup. But she won the Young Player of the Year. She plays for Chelsea. Erling Haaland is celebrating the ball. He says, yes, he expected to win this. He's 23 and he's winning this big award. He was nominated, of course, ahead of players like John Stones was also part of it. Kevin De Bruyne, Martin Odegaard was also there. And Harry Kane, who has gone to Bayern Munich, was also part of the players nominated. But hey, Erling Haaland with 52 goals in 53 matches in all competition, he had to claim that. Let's take a listen to him. He was excited because he expecting he was going to win it. Talk about being confident in what you're doing.
Did you think you'd be taking one of these home at the end of the season?
To be honest, yes. Yeah. After how the season ended. But again, City as a team last season was incredible throughout the whole season, and without them it would not be possible to do it. So all praise to them for making it happen, for bringing me directly into the team, to make me feel welcome, and to giving me a lot of assists, and to play wonderful and that we played wonderful football together. No, of course it's special, and it gives me motivation to do things more times and to keep on going. So of course it's a really nice thing to win this.
How nice, claiming everything. He came to England, and of course he's doing what he came to do, scoring goals and winning all the awards. Finally on the show, let's talk about what the international transfer market is looking like. The record has been broken. Remember, in 2019, there was a record that was set. In 2023, the record already broken. £6.51 billion already spent. And you know, more players are still moving. And we can take a look at how this is distributed. Premier League, as usual, of course, taking the top shape of all that is precisely happening when it comes to the league. You have the Premier League, you have the Saudi Arabia League is second on the list here. Surprise, surprise. Definitely not. It's all the top players like Neymar moving to Saudi Arabia. You understand what it is, how much they have spent so far. Now, you also have German Bundesliga, yes, in the third, and you have the La Liga also in that state. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. The Premier League has spent £2.1 billion already. I remember the transfer window is still on. It's going to end September 1st in the Premier League. Saudi Arabia Pro League, of course, £728 million. You go to Italian Serie A, the third, they are £682 million. German Bundesliga, fourth on the list with £598 million. And of course, French Liga not left out, £594 million. And the La Liga, of course, is the list of it all, £342 million. And this is what it looks like, the spending so far this season. And when it comes to the Premier League, you understand that, yes, September 1st, that's when the transfer window will close. But that's how we'll close the show tonight on Sport Tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cecilia Omogbe. Have a good night's rest.